Start the recordings. What is that? Alright, so let me think. Where were we last time we went and did the Grave Horde? I think we did a little bit of puttering around. A little snacky snack going on. I always forget to sit there and start that damn program. Okay, we're good. Oh, I remember this part. Nil wants us to kill him. Pick up some herbage here before we do. And we're not going to kill him because I want him around.
Nil, I did wonder on my way here. Well, if you were luring me into an ambush.
Where's the fun in that? Some bandit sprawl would never have done for our arena. But this, much better. There's a sense of drama. So, what do you say? How about we try to kill each other?
Wait, you brought me out here to ask if I want to fight you?
To the death. We'll savor it because we only get this one time.
Actually, I don't know what else I expected.
Oh?
I'm, flattered that you think of me this way, but I don't want to kill you.
Don't be hasty. When it's life against death, hunter against hunter, I know it'll come to you.
Is that really what you want, Nil? You know, I don't think you have a death wish. What you have might be worse, but I see there might be a need for you in this world.
I don't understand.
I won't fight you. That's my decision. You can respect it, or try to shoot me in the back as I go.
Then it's over. Your last arrow is the cruelest. It's true I offered you the choice, but my heart is broken.
Poor guy. He didn't wanted us to kill him. Or at least attempt it. He was always a weird bird. Perfect.
You're done soon
All
enough.
of that stuff. I will take any and all of that healing herb, thank you very much. Okay, I think I've got enough ridgewood. I've got 700. Dayspring. Where do we need to go? We'll pick up some of the flowers and whatnot, and then we'll go to Pitchcliff. That was one of the places that we needed to go to. Oh crap, we're in category tonight. You are super on time tonight. Like super duper on time tonight. So, how was your Thursday? Of course, it's on the island with the snap maws. Great. Of course, it couldn't be easy. They've got to put it someplace dangerous. Tuesday just starting, ending, woke up like 3 hours ago.
Red light.
Really? You have to come that far out? For real? Down?
I can get out of this.
You can get out of this, huh? Oh god, get away from me. Wasn't so bad. So, did your buddy confirm your order? Did it actually go through today? Or are you going to be sad like everybody else that sat there and tried to buy them today? I got close right around dinner. I was able to get it into the cart, and then the cart goes, yeah, sorry, it's not there. Like, but it's in the cart! Damn it! Have we talked about the third-party cards? I read something, I was reading something. I think Tech Power Up has got a... They have a link where they did a review of the Asus 3090, and they're saying it's pretty beastly. Hold on. What is tech power up? The downside, though, is that those add-in board partners are even more expensive. Like, stupid. And it's a triple slot card, so you kind of need to make sure that you can actually fit the damn thing. Hi, buddy. Okay. Got that. Not many of those flowers left. We've actually done a pretty good job of getting them all. Actually pretty damn good. The last one. Right around there. We'll go find them. Spend money on some guns, but everything is sold out with the panic, so might as well spend that on upgrading the farm. Yeah. I just want people to actually have a web store that can handle traffic so that people can sit there and buy something. Because this is ridiculous. Like, it's really something. Like Best Buy I got knocked out of, EVGA got knocked out of. Good. I'm glad they are. Problem though is that they went on sale briefly and their systems crashed. They need to rent like Amazon web servers and have them be
Easier when I was a kid.
Have them be their shopping experience, because nobody seems to be able to handle the traffic. These damn things, I can't bypass them. Gotta say though, these bots are bad. Because people jump on this, like how fast they sit there and they're like, are able to pick up and buy stuff is crazy.
Here they come.
They're not coming. Ran away. Ran far, far away. You're able to buy membership using e-money. Well, that's cool. Hey, Raven, how are you? Do this mission. Raven, how was your Thursday? It is Thursday, right?
Excelsior!
Oh, look at that. The Elder Games. How are you, my friend? How is New Jersey these days?
Aloy, you're very close now.
I was wondering when you'd speak up.
There's a sheer rock wall just ahead. Look close, and you'll find handholds leading up.
Oh, really? And who put those there, Right. Why would I expect an answer?
What are
It's
days
so much
within
more
pandemic?
exciting to
Fair,
keep it all a mystery.
fair.
Crash the Eclipse Focus Network, he said. So how are we gonna do that? Oh, wait. I forgot. We won't. I do all the dangerous stuff. You just listen in.
All right. I mean, it's 2018 and 2019 have been kind of were really shitty. 2020 is. I love it. Linux, how are you, my friend? How did the how did the end of Death Stranding go, my friend? Everybody coming over from Linux Poetics' stream. Sorry. Welcome.
There are
We
the
are
handholds.
playing Horizon Zero Dawn.
Did you get that silence? No? Fitting
It is
in back
a
there.
open world. It is an open world kind of exploration. We're trying to figure out exactly what's going on in the world, where we come from,
All right. What now?
that kind of stuff.
You wait, that's what. Take a seat at the campfire and rest. When night falls, we'll talk.
At least I'll have a fire to keep me company.
There he is.
How nice of you to finally drop by.
Our purpose this night is to crash the Focus Network.
Yeah, tell me the part I don't know. How?
For starters, you'll need to infiltrate the Eclipse's main base.
Wait, what?
Uh-huh.
That's right. Fortunately for you, I brought you round to the back way. It's right through that crevice. Once you reach the base, you'll see the objective. A derelict tall neck that's been extensively modified. Climb the tall neck. Grafted into the top of its disc, you'll find a module of sorts. Destroy that, and the Focus Network will crash.
So you were part of the Eclipse.
I've never been part of anything. I serve my own interests, always. But it is the case that I assisted.
By the way, Linux, I just wanted to show you. This is another game where you can pause cutscenes. See? Because I know you're like, I can pause cutscenes. I can do it too. I know, right? So, like I said, I hope everybody coming over from Linux's stream are doing well. Today is what, Thursday? I know days kind of blend together in the pandemic and whatnot, but I hope everyone is healthy and happy. As I said, we are playing Horizon Zero Dawn. It is. Oh, I've already played it. This is now on PC. So I played it on console. I'm playing it on PC. I have already played this. I've 99%ed the game, so I am no spoilers, at least for me. There may be some folks in the crowd, but no spoilers for me. I have finished this and the DLC, and we actually just learned that the new game that is coming out is going to be on next gen and current gen consoles. So I was like, really don't want to have to sit there and go and buy a new console. And they're like, so Spider-Man and the new Horizon Zero Dawn game are both going to come out on 4 and 5. So we're going to have an opportunity to play that when that comes out. So I'm excited about that. So the game, like I said, it's open world exploration sandbox, and it is bow and arrow almost all the way. So lots of fun. Lots of fun.
The Eclipse. Before I sensed the threat they might become. It was a mistake that I'm doing what I can to correct.
What sort of assistance did you give them?
Head through that crevice, Aloy. You have more important things to do than ask questions.
Yep, they just announced that this week, so they're gonna have cross-platform, I guess, cross-generational support for some of these big tentpole type of games. All right, completely kitted out. We are completely kitted out. Okay, stretch those legs. You were just busy for a while.
Tight. Locked machines. Patrolling like guards.
More like soldiers. Held in reserve for a war yet to come. You'll have to get past them.
This is the easy way in?
The back way in. I didn't say it'd be easy.
Oh, good. So there's also an element of stealth in this game as well. Oh, that dude is so dead.
All right.
Sandmark, welcome to the crew. Oh, shit. Oh, we're in it now, boys and girls. We're screwed. Move. We're going to restart that because we pretty well screwed that up.
Let's see what's through here.
I don't want to wait to see what's through here. Okay, so we did that already. We're going to need to be a bit more careful.
Locked machines. Patrolling like guards.
More like soldiers. Held in reserve for a war yet to come. You'll have to get past them.
I'll have to get past them. Oh, yeah, no kidding.
The back way in. I didn't say it'd be easy.
Take this guy out. Crap on a cracker.
Glory when it does it.
I Nice and quiet.
Okay, we're heading back.
Nice and quiet. Wow, like nobody saw that or heard that yet. That's terrible. Kind of security these guys got. Long leg over there. Bill just pick up all of it. It's unfortunate that the PC port of this was so rough, because I think it's going to turn people off from wanting to play it. They've made great strides, I will say, in fixing it, but it was rough around the edges at the beginning, for sure. There. What else is left? You it? You're it. You don't know where that came from?
Got it!
Ah! Now you're rather neutered. Come on. You gonna come at me, or are you just gonna chill over there? You just stay over there then. Fine. So, Elder Gamesman, I saw that you were streaming on, I thought I saw maybe it was YouTube earlier? How did that go? There's up. Up. Here's up. Up. Here you go, Aloy. Okay. We made it through the first section fairly easily. It's not going to remain that easy as time goes on, unfortunately.
Explosions in the distance.
Pay that no mind. Doesn't concern you.
Doesn't concern me. That's two down. What else is out here? Ooh, shit, there's lots of stuff out here. Just scrappers. Not too bad. I can take scrappers. So, interesting little note for those folks that may not know. This game and game is Horizon Zero Dawn. This game and Death Stranding actually share the same engine. So that's why you see sometimes people will put up a hologram in Death Stranding, and you see like this thing that's just kind of walking. It looks like it's got this big neck. Actually, an NPC from this game. It's called Tall Neck.
Here we go again.
Aha, you didn't see me. You're dead. Let's see if we can't take care of him. You got them too? You got what too? Oh, the tall necks? Yeah. But I will say, one of the things that they did do was they put a lot more... they put a lot more effort in what they were able to do with Death Stranding. So they use a lot of the new like RTX stuff that NVIDIA came out with. They didn't use for this game, even though they're the same engine, which is unfortunate. Get everything out of here? Nope, we got one more thing over here to get. A couple more things over here to get. So Linux, my friend, how is it being back streaming again? It feels like it's been forever, man.
Getting close now. Head for that ridge.
Oh, this is not good.
The tall neck's just over this ridge. You'll see it when you reach the top. Now be ready to act fast. You need to get in and get it done before they raise an alarm. Here we go.
Feels like been a month or more. It feels like a lot longer.
You getting this? I see the legs of a tall neck down there, but no tall neck.
Damn. The transmitter's been moved.
Not good.
Check down the ravine to the left. Only place it could be.
So much for your insider knowledge. Toward the explosions. Great.
You've got exactly one shot at this, Aloy, so spare the sarcasm and make it count. You see that bridge over the ravine?
Yep.
Memorize its location. There's a rappel point on the side. That'll be your way out.
And these Eclipse troopers?
Avoid them or kill them, your choice. The blasting should cover any noise you make. Find the tall neck and destroy the module on top.
Here we go.
You have to jump down. I had an aerial point of view. No, she's not listening. Time for sniper mode. Oh, you get all sorts of points for stuff. Ah!
Farewell, fool.
Shit! Who's over here? two of them at the same time? Ah.
Is there fighting up ahead?
No. It's a mining operation. So long as you're quick, it won't affect you.
Oh good, another secret.
Okay, time to pick up all sorts of stuff from the people that we killed. I don't have nearly as many health potions going into this as I should. I did not think about that. What's over here? So Linux, how is Doggy feeling? With everything going on? Looks like we got all sorts of stuff to pick up here.
Keep that for later. What is this place?
A distraction.
There are several data points.
Every morning, I wake to the same nightmare. The same reality.
Those chemo's so a little sluggish.
Holy
This isn't doing
Meridian
well. Good.
in the hands of profligates. Debased. The spire, towering above the horizon like in a glittering spike through the center of my mind. Every daybreak in exile is a mark of failure. But the count of days runs
Hey,
thin.
take your time, man.
I will see Meridian retaken. The profligates slaughtered. A true king restored to the Mesa throne. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy.
Ooh, goody.
So long as King Itamen languishes at Sunfall, coddled by his mother, he will never learn the true lessons of the sun. I have tried to instruct him, but the shadow of his mother's influence is upon him. I took him to the palace balcony to behold an offering of sacrifice in the ring, but he showed no thirst for it.
Yeah, you're
He
killing
averted
people.
his gaze. Look to the sun, I told him. Do not shield your eyes. In all things, it is absolute. One day, it nurtures life, and the next, scorches life away. It burns the skin of champions and wretches alike. Never does the sun show pity. That is the example a Sun King must follow. The example of your father. But before my instruction could take hold, she was there, clutching him to her robes, burying his face against her breast. How is a king to rule when he cannot even see?
This dude's nutty.
My lord, the 13th king of the Karja Sunda was murdered. Cut down by cowards who mistook firm rule for madness. Ever the strong are beset upon by the weak. So he said, as the traitors launched their assault. As their cannons, forged by Oseram filth, toppled the battlements and burst the gates. I
He's not nice.
would have fought to the end. But it was his will, the will of the sun, that I lead the prince and queen into the west, to safety. My lord did not hesitate. He saw his fate. He looked into the sun, and he did not blink. With me, he sent kestrels, nobles, sun priests, and slaves. Killing all that stood in the way, I carved a path to Sunfall. There, we joined others to gather the strength to take back our home. But our strength only faded, until the buried shadow was brought to light.
Remember, though, they don't know that. We are back to tribal knowledge. For most people, anyway.
When I first set eyes on the buried shadow, I trembled. Was I not the chosen of the sun? A blazing light of faith to shred and scatter darkness? Was it not my place to destroy this devil? But High Priest Bahavas instructed me in the prophecy, and set right my frame of mind. The murder of the true Sun King broke the cosmic cycle short of completion. A whole world cast into darkness, doomed. To resume and turn the wheel of time would require more than sun and faith. All forces must combine, all halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, night to day. Even a buried shadow wants the wheel to turn, for without a sun in the sky, there can be no shadow.
Hey.
Never does the sun show pity. And yet, when my wife died in birthing, and in dying into the life of my child unborn, I pitied myself. My lord sensed this, but instead of casting me down for weakness, he cast upon me a radiant beam of honor. He ordered my kin buried in the sacred caves reserved for royals and heroes. Unimaginable.
Good for you.
Never again would I doubt that I am the chosen of the sun. Never again would pity find a place in me. Not for myself or another. When
Never talk
sleep
about his wife.
refuses to come, I think of our wedding night. How you welcomed me to the marital bed. How after, when you fell asleep, I lay there watching your delicate face. For all its beauty, I detested its fragility.
Really?
A rage swelled up inside me. I abhorred that bed. How its softness threatened to swallow us up. And that room, the stench of incense, the fine embroidery of the drapes, all of it weak. I slipped from the bed, threw open the casement, and lay naked on the stone floor, determined to spurn all seductions of comfort. But when I woke the next morning, you lay beside me, naked as I in the cold. Your body, stretched beside mine, seemed chiseled from stone. I saw you wake, instantly alert, like an animal ready to strike. You said nothing. You did not have to. Already you had shown me beyond doubt that we were meant to be.
Okay. This guy's kind of nutty.
He's a fanatic, all right. Single-minded.
It gives him a focus that you seem to lack. Now how about finding that tall neck?
It would not have been easy to drag the tall neck down this path. Why bother?
Just find it and get to the top. Destroy the
find it.
module and then get out fast as you can.
Sure is a lot of blasting up there. Sounds busy.
Busy enough.
I see it. They've built some kind of structure around it.
Climb it. The sooner this is done, the better.
Climate.
I don't like this. Feels wrong.
Everything here is wrong. Just get to the module and destroy it.
Just claim it. No module.
I see the module.
Oh, never mind.
Good. Now be quick.
This is Hades?
Aloy, this is not the time.
Yes, it is.
It's a metal devil.
Open the module's casing, now. Aloy, do as I say or all is lost.
Ruh-roh.
Entity has come here. Entity miscalculated. Entity cannot destroy me. I am beyond its reach.
Maybe you are. But this isn't!
Destroy the entity.
Oh, God. That's the tall neck. I have my window open. Somebody outside is cooking something and it smells good. Don't like Indian food. We have a lot of Indians in the neighborhood.
This looks easy. Yeah, you think? What do you think I'm doing? Taking a nap? No
Oh god!
way.
Shit.
Running!
I misjudged that jump.
Oh.
Moving!
Yeah, you think?
No, don't!
What do you think I'm doing?
Shit. No, she's talking to the guy in her ear.
Keep moving or you'll die.
Great trail. Yeah, you think? What do you think I'm doing? Taking a nap? Are you kidding me? No way.
Keep moving.
Almost there. Come on.
Don't fight. Run.
What? Got it. Almost out of it.
No, we're not. We're in trouble.
The whole base is on high alert.
Yeah, I noticed.
Keep moving!
I am.
More eclipse across the ravine.
Bridge in sight.
That's the way out.
Damn right it is.
Yo.
Bye. Shit. Water, not good. That looked like that hurt. A lot. No, no, no. Oh, come on. Let's try that again. Hopefully I don't have to do that entire thing again. There are other tall necks. Yeah, it crashed. There are other tall necks that walk around in the world, and the idea is, if you remember ever playing Assassin's Creed, where you had to sit there and you had to climb all the way to the thing, and it would unlock the map. That's what they do in the game. You sit there and you stick your spear into them, and you unlock the map, and you actually get to see what's around you. So no, that was not the last one. In fact, we'll go find one, just to show you. One of them walking around, once we get out of here. But the game has been known to crash for whatever reason. Like, it's just, like I said, it's not the.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, all right. Well, at least we're here.
Don't fight, run.
Come on.
Head left towards the gate.
Got it. Almost there.
The whole base is on high alert.
Yeah, I noticed.
Keep running! More eclipse across the ravine.
Bridge in sight.
That's the way out.
I know.
At least we get to the dramatic part again. Crash, don't crash, don't crash. Okay, we're good.
Rough going, but you survived.
You knew Hades was there and you sent me to him?
Yes.
I won't deny I risked your life, but it was the only way. Now, with the focus network down, we can both get what we want. Access to the secrets of Zero Dawn.
I'm past trusting you with secrets.
Good. That means you're wising up. Trust is for fools. It shifts and crumbles like sand. A poor foundation for any partnership. But mutual self-interest, now that is a solid bedrock upon which you and I might build a new science of understanding. We both need answers, Aloy. And thanks to you, we're on the verge of grasping them. It's unfold. We'll speak again.
You miserable... Damn him. If I could toss this focus and be rid of you, Silence, I would. But we both know I need it. Sunfall it is. And Zero Dawn.
Alright. So now, let's go see if we can't find ourselves a tall neck. Triple shot. We'll do that, because that's more damage. Where are we in comparison to a tall neck? There we go. So the tall neck is the only machine in the entire game that is non-hostile to you. Only one. There he is. Crap, he's walking around. It's the only one. Every other machine in the game is hostile to you.
Got their attention? I felt that!
Come on. Yeah, hold on. I'm just gonna knock out this guy. No? And that tall neck should be working his way around and should be here in just a minute. Down here. Coming, I can hear him.
Pass the test.
Here he is. He's slow, but he's coming, I promise. There he is. Now, we've already overridden this one and unlocked the map, but... like I said, he's the only machine in-game that is non-hostile to you. There's Sunfall, but there's some other stuff that we're gonna do yet. We're not entirely done. Pitch cliff. So you just sit there and you come upon them and you use your spear on them, and then it unlocks the map so that you can actually go around and see what's around you. So if you don't, you kind of have that whole fog of war thing. You don't get to, you don't see any of that stuff that's kind of around you. So they are kind of necessary.
Glyn talks. This must be Pitchcliff.
I don't need to there and pop that gun. Off. Oi. From the sky. This is not good. This doesn't look good. Now, one of the neat parts about this game is you can knock stuff off of the animals, and it makes them more vulnerable. Really? Crap over there. Alright, fine. We're gonna do this differently. Damn it. Usually a pretty good shot. Now that I've actually got somebody here, I'm thinking I have a good shot right now. Come here. Really? Just beat the shit out of that guy. Get out of the way. away while I shoot the thing in the face. Thank you very much.
Stay down!
Come here. Crap!
Get going!
You die now. Okay, is that it?
What made these Flintox attack? I better speak to
Let's hope so.
whoever's in charge.
Oh yeah, the town was most definitely under attack just then. Now, so technically what I did was, instead of running up to it and kind of going, hey look, everyone's under attack, the little campfires are fast travel points. So you can use those to kind of zip around the world if you've been there and discovered it before.
Dang.
So instead of
We're
walking all
exhausted.
the way here, I just fast
It's the
travel.
third flock we faced today.
Now, one of the things that Art would sit there and yell at me for is my lack of inventory control. I'm a pack rat, and there's no bank.
Can't say I've had occasion to debate on that.
You keep a lot of stuff, but you end up with a lot of stuff. But I just wish there was a bank of some form, and I hope that's something that they put in the next game. I don't have a Bellowback heart. Okay, I'm gonna get one of them. Oh, wait a minute. I can sell some stuff. Watcher hearts. Those. Trapper heart. Got hearts for all of these guys, except the one thing I actually need. Hey, Samara. I was trying to sit there and think of something clever, and I'm glad that you got it. I forgot to buy something. How was your day? How was your Thursday?
Might need this.
You really think so? I kind of don't feel that at all sometimes. I think I'm rather heavy-handed and ham-handed about the whole thing.
You just flew in on a rainbow and saved our sorry slags. Where do you come from?
A man named Hackard outside the village warned me.
Traitor! I ordered him to stay put. I'll throw him in irons.
He's dead.
What? That scorched out, filthy, rotten dirtwad of a brother. Why didn't he listen? Why?
He was worried you and the entire town would be killed. Do you have any idea what could be drawing the Glinthawks?
Wiggly baby. Yeah, so what's going on with the Glinthawks? Why do we have so many around?
Has anything changed that might have lured the Glinthawks? Have you left machine scrap lying around?
No. Us around use our scrap. Not like the Carja. They only keep the pretty parts.
So the Carja have been leaving scrap around.
Here? Never. If a Carja wasted scrap on my watch, I'd pick it up and make him eat it.
I take it you're not a fan of the Karja.
Why do you think the Karja have anything to do with the Glinthawks?
We built this outpost to protect against the Karja. Now they're coming here to trade. Fine. Their shards are as good as anyone's. But everyone knows that they want this place. Come to think of it, they want every place.
But how could the Karja have brought on the Glinthawks?
If I ever get a break from them, I'll see if I can spare a man to follow the trail. Guaranteed, there's a Karja at the other end.
But what is your role here?
What exactly do you do here?
I'm the mayor. Mostly because I was too drunk to say no when my brother asked me. Tell me where he is, and I'll lay him to rest once we get these Glinthawks to flock off.
You'll find him due south of here,
off.
along the river.
Damn that fool. That bung. That lunkhead. Thank you for being with him at the end.
Have you seen any lures hanging around?
Has anyone come trying to sell lures? They're devices that attract machines.
Is that real? Is that some sort of Nora joke?
Oh.
I'll take that as a no.
All right, we'll go and investigate.
Why don't I investigate why the Glinthawks are attacking? You've got your hands full.
Really? No one ever offers to help me. You, any good at tracking?
Very.
You could say that.
All right, then. Let me know what you find. Hammer to steel, a Karj is behind all this.
I don't know about that, my man.
That device is sending out a signal. Might be what's attracting the Glinthawks.
So, just in case people were curious, she's got what they call the focus. It's a little triangular device on the side of her head. It's basically an augmented reality device. She gets to see, she has sight beyond sight, if you really want to kind of get into the whole Thundercats lore. That's how that one guy is able to talk to her. That's how she's able to see some of the stuff that she sees. Wow, she was heavy enough to sit there and break that. Damn. Hey, she's a Thundercat? Did you see somebody did a 3D animated version of the Thundercats cartoon opening credits? Did you see that by any chance? If not, I think I have it on my Discord somewhere.
Turn off! Turn off!
Hello.
What are you doing?
By the sun, it won't turn off!
That device is making the Glinthawks attack. Turn it off.
Me? I don't know how to turn it off any more than I know how I turned it on. I scrounged it from an old workshop.
Break it.
Well, that should do it. Now start talking.
So, what you were scrounging, what were you looking for?
Why are you scrounging gear you don't even understand?
My customers demand extraordinary pieces best found at the fringes of civilization. My tales of adventure only
Probably
increase their
in
value.
the nerd
Where
hangout
others
area
only dare
a while
tread,
back.
I flourish. No mountain climbs too high that I can't mount it. My trade demands sacrifice.
Demos are back and I posted them in
Including the
Discord.
sacrifice of
I
innocence?
saw that you had done that.
Those
that you- that
Glinthawks
they came
swooped
in.
down and attacked everyone.
I didn't mean for that to happen. I sought only to sate the appetites of rich nobles who never leave their mansions.
So what workshop are we talking about here?
You mentioned you found the device in a workshop?
Yes, I camped out atop the snowy eastern ridge. No easy climb even in my best years, but I girded my
Enough. Were there any other devices at this workshop?
abandoned equipment, the likes of which I've never seen. A peculiar silo remained impervious to my attempts to open it.
That's
As I
not good.
searched, I wondered how many secrets lie hidden in this world, as we, in our ignorance, go about our
Shut up.
daily...
Your point?
Oh, no, I didn't see another device. But one could still be there, waiting to unleash its horrors.
Did you know this whole time that that device was luring Glinthawks?
By the sun, no! I stashed it here for a while, but when I came back, I was nearly beheaded by one of those flying
He was
terrors.
right. A Karja is behind it.
This device is dangerous. I have to find that workshop and make sure it's the last. Where is it?
On the eastern ridge, just beyond my campsite. But after I descended from the workshop, a cracking above me signaled my doom. I dove into the river mere moments before an avalanche took out the path. You can't reach it now. The climb is too perilous.
I'll take my chances. You just stay away from that workshop and try not to cause another mess.
How so? I mean, she's slippery, like she's wet and slippery and all that, but like you see the dots of the rain hitting her.
That car just said the workshop was near his campsite on the eastern ridge.
That's true, it did.
Ugh, the scrapes.
What are we running into? Okay, what are we gonna go past? Oh, ha! I already went up there. Hee. Death Stranding has you obsessed with rain. No time fall in this game. We're okay.
There's the Scrounger's campsite, so the workshop can't be far. If I can find a way around the avalanche.
As it turns out, I happened to be up here already once. Thank you, God, for holding on to that. Slow-mo jump. Just enough to sit there and get you to be like, ah, it's high suspense. Meanwhile, I'm really just pressing the left key. It's not really doing anything. Yes, high suspense. Go the wrong way? I went the wrong way, son of a bitch.
Snow. It's not getting any warmer out here.
Definitely not getting any warmer out here. Wait till we actually get to go to the... Whoa, hello. Fine now. Kill each other for a while. Easy enough. Oh, I remember where what this is next. Ooh, I actually. Ooh, shit. else is out here? Oh, a walker. You die already? That is a bellowback. Those are no fun. That's what I was afraid of. I know what this section is. That's not even one of the big ones, Lennox. The big animals are nasty.
I'll bet Allure brought that Stormbird here. If I find any and destroy them, the machine should leave. There. Allure.
This is one of the bigger ones. Run, run. Get. Hell is he? He's way the hell up there. So, in case you can't tell exactly what I'm doing, I'm tying the bird down so he can't fly away. shit, he got up. Damn it. Yeah, so that one, if you can get it and you can do it fast enough, you can tie him down, and it essentially makes him a non-issue. You feel sorry for the robot things in this game? Honestly, the Stormbirds are honestly more of a pain in the butt than they are dangerous. The dinosaurs, the T-Rexes, the Thunderjaws, those can be ugly. And then there is in the DLC there is a guy or a robot called a fire claw and a frost claw. So imagine a big robot grizzly bear. So you've seen how nasty these things are. Imagine a big robot grizzly bear. They're even worse than that thing is. Cuddly in the way of wanting to sit there and rip your arms off, yeah.
Now about
like
this
a Wookiee.
workshop.
Definitely not Teddy Ruxpin, that's for certain.
So Derval was behind these lures. Brilliant. And dangerous. Now to bring word back to Pitchcliff.
And yes, I did just drop the Teddy Ruxpin. Right? Teddy Ruxpin had a cassette player inside of him. Cassettes. Those were those things before CDs, and CDs were the things before MP3s. Just, you know, not entirely sure exactly who's in here. Certainly is pretty, that's for sure. Alright, so now we can just go back.
Please tell me it's over.
You're not that young. Last car I had with a tape deck was my 95 Jetta. Let me think. Oh, this car's got a CD. This car's actually got a CD changer. Car had a CD in it.
Killed.
That had a CD in it. I gotta go back a couple of cars for tape decks. In the dash, came with it. So it was my mom wanted a new car. My dad's like, here, your car's falling apart. Go. No, it does not have a CD changer cartridge. It's like you just sit there and just keep feeding it CDs. Not true, Samara. If you remember, and this is how jank technology was, but also brilliant technology was way back when. Okay, they made a thing. It would go into the tape deck. Okay, it had a wire that came out, and you plugged it into the headphone jack on your phone, or tape deck or CD player or whatever it was, and that's how you got your CDs into the tape deck. They probably still make it. Just never owned one. Got it.
You'll be happy to know I found another one of those lures and destroyed it. Should be the last you'll
They're
hear
hard
of
to
it.
find.
By fire and spit, you went above and beyond. How do you know there won't be any more?
The workshop where I found it was long abandoned. You're safe.
Good.
Yeah, Linux.
My troops want to spit and shake your hand, as my brother would have. On behalf of Pitchcliff and my family, I thank you.
Yeah, Linux. Tough to find. And Linux just sat there and one time goes, I've got 3.5-inch floppies. Nobody has a way to sit there and read them. And I reach into my desk, which is just where I did right now. And I have a 3.5-inch floppy drive to USB. Just sitting right here. And I have, actually, sitting right here, and no, I did not sit there and have somebody 3D print the save icon. I just like doing it because I like your reaction. Your reaction the first time was like, what the frick? No, if you really want to go hardcore, you remember zip drives? Remember zip drives? Let's look at our quest log and see what we got. I guess we have to go to that. Okay. Those zip drives were terrible, though. I can't tell you how many projects I lost in college because it sat there and it corrupted it. It would sit there and do that. It would try to read. It would go click, 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 and that's how you knew the thing was dead. And it killed your drive. And if you remember, okay, so the zip drives were 100 meg floppies. You remember the Jazz drives? The Jazz drives were even bigger and more expensive. Don't have enough for that. No, not having 750 gigs, not at that point. 750 megs maybe, but 750 gigs. What? Linux or Samara, do me a favor. Look up when the original TwitchCon was going to be. Because I just got a notification going, TwitchCon's tomorrow. Like, was it really supposed to be right now? Like, for whatever reason, my calendar has tried telling me this a couple of times today that TwitchCon was supposed to start tomorrow.
Sunfall. The Mad King Duran's summer palace. A bulwark of Carja might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this Aloy.
That's
Okay.
what I'm hoping.
I didn't realize it was so. It was actually, that this was when it was supposed to be.
I thought of Uthid. He can't have just been faking it, can he?
She got sick, then died in the night.
She's very pale. Is she unwell?
Oh, I totally blame
Yes.
2020.
She's a fighter, but the fever on her won't lift. It only burns hotter. Her name is Shiana, my sister.
Isn't there anyone in Sunfall who can help?
We're refugees. We know our place. And there's only one healer in the territory. He's difficult. His soul is in shadow.
His soul is in shadow.
Galiv. That's him. He's very clever, but he has little care for people. Perhaps the desert scoured it all away. Perhaps he was always like that. Either way, I know he won't help us.
Well, I'll see about that. Where would I find him?
Last I heard, he was patching up soldiers at Blazon Arch. Another border battle.
Okay, we'll look at that. So now that I'm to think of it, I've got two of my favorite Skyrim folks here. I would like your opinions. I would like your opinions on the acquisition of Bethesda. I would like both of your opinions on the acquisition of Bethesda and technically ZeniMax. Well, I've had this conversation with Live, Love, Play, and that was actually the podcast that I was part of the other night. We were talking about the Xbox Series X, we were talking about the PlayStation 5, and then we started talking, and we talked about this. So just as a plug, Live, Love, Play on YouTube and here on Twitch, that was where that's where we did the podcast. So we went through this again on stream tonight. Oh, I must have missed it. I'm sorry. If I missed it and we're rehashing, then I apologize, because I don't remember. I don't think I was there for that. But I am curious what your thoughts are.
We should stay vigilant. Not sure I like the idea of hiring mercenaries, but it's better than living amongst traitors.
Uthid a traitor? This must be some kind of mistake.
Ladies first.
Isn't hunger supposed to keep you sharp? I keep forgetting
What if we pass some sort of threshold? What if there's...
I'm on the fence currently. Microsoft has actually done really good things with games like Morrowind, but no one to ignore people's requests or input. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, those Microsoft support, the support that you get from Microsoft is blah 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 blah.
I used to see Uthid sharing his rations with the children on campus. Hard to believe he's gone.
Oh, that's funny. I'm sorry. I actually had a fairly technical discussion with folks at work today, and I could see we have what we call our L10 meetings on Thursday. It's an opportunity for folks to kind of sit there and raise problems and wait and figure out solutions in 90 minutes. And because the idea is they score the meeting on a level of 1 to 10, and the idea is if you can get everybody on there to score it as a 10, it's a perfect meeting. but we were talking domain name records and DNS and all sorts of stuff.
I hear folks
We just have ID 10 meetings.
deserters, if you ask me. Good
Oh.
boots.
Nice.
Last night, I dreamed I ate a whole boar. Wish I'd stayed asleep, you know?
Stock up before you're on the road. These aren't goods, they're necessities.
So what is your thought on it, Lennox? Bethesda and ZeniMax have been walking a tightrope from some time. That's what I've heard too. That they were not financially stable, or not completely financially stable.
These aren't goods. They're won't find better wear.
That's a big thing.
The submarine. A proud tradition of the Carja.
It's not like this in Meridian. At least, I don't know.
Every time, I'm sure they must.
Have to cut and hack some shit. At the very least, things as they are. Be capped most likely with this.
Family.
Now, I had read and heard that Microsoft was saying we're going to leave things as they are for the time being. So that's a good thing. A good thing. Shouldn't get off the pot.
Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful.
What are you talking about? Did I crash the network or not?
In theory, all should be well.
In theory. Here's hoping that they realize that they've got a good thing and don't try to take it in a totally different direction that folks don't like. Now, we were actually talking about this the other night. We said, you know, as an independent studio, Bethesda was just saying, we're going to release games and everybody's going to be able to get to play it. You're going to be able to play it on PC, you're going to be able to play it on PlayStation, and you're going to be able to play it on Xbox. Now, if Microsoft is smart, they're going to continue to tell Bethesda and them to just sit there and go, keep releasing games for everybody. Because if they sit there and they go, no, now that you belong to us, you're only going to develop for us, so Microsoft and for Windows and Xbox. That's just sitting there and cutting off their nose to spite their face and losing revenue because vanity, whatever you want to call it. So here's hoping that they don't do something stupid like that, and that they actually just say, keep producing for everyone. So one can hope.
Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
Word is that the Outlanders
They totally. You think so?
So at least I'm safe.
Outlanders are idiots, but perhaps they're useful idiots.
Make for all platforms, because that means Microsoft then makes it into those platforms, right? And at least that way they're making money.
Outlanders, if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room.
You're not going to make any shards by standing out here.
Cutthroats to weed out enemies and traitors. I'll take the shards, even if it means having to listen to Bahavas. You hear the shadow chant?
You want the money. Okay. Fair enough. No, I honestly, I forgot. I forgot that you had them. I forgot. With everything that's just been kind of going on lately, I forgot.
I used to idolize him.
But I will make a note.
What are you waiting around for,
Don't stride around
Outlander?
like you own the place,
Bounties are
Outlander.
announced inside.
Sunfall is for true Karja.
Okay, I have a note.
Lucent Bahavas is announcing the bounties inside, Outlander.
We are still recording. Yes, okay, we're still recording. I was about to say, shit, I hope we're recording tonight. So, interesting, Linux, I found a way that I can stream using OBS Studio. So not Streamlabs OBS Studio. I can stream at one resolution and record at another.
I can't believe Luther would turn his back. He's always been a righteous man.
Yeah, when you become affiliate, that'll happen. Hellblade Cinema was sacrificed to the mix. Wouldn't that be interesting? That would be a good one. There's all sorts of neat, like, RPG games to play.
If you cause trouble,
No,
you'll
just the
find
regular
yourself in the
OBS.
sun ring, Outlander.
Like, just the regular OBS. I guess it's called Studio when you download it, but it's just regular OBS. Allows you to sit there and it's in the advanced one, but you basically say, set your canvas and stream at one thing, and then you set your record at something else. So I've got streaming using one thing, like NVENC for one thing, and then PC for CPU for the other thing. Don't have any trouble keeping the 24-hour gap though, since Daddy can't take Tiny Tyrant.
Great. We're hosting savages now.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law.
I command Lucent Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be waiting.
Kinda busy.
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me while there's still time to save him.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
But the Kestrels...
Nora, you have the mark of a seeker.
It's more complicated than that. I'm an outcast, like you.
Yes. I am Yun. These are the shunned. We'll take any job, but hunting our hated tribe, that's for free. Keep that in mind.
Why did they cast you out?
Murder.
You?
Birth.
And yes, Linux, so I am recording separately. So what I'll do is I'll stream 1080p. I'll record at 1440p, which is native resolution for what I'm doing. And it just records in the background. When I get done, depending on when I finish, I either upload it tonight or upload it the following day. And then, so YouTube actually has something funny, where if you upload up to 1080p, they use one codec for it, and it's okay. If you upload 1440p or higher, they use their high-end codec for it. But it takes a while for it to sit there and process. So I could sit there and upload tonight's stream tonight. It won't actually have the 1440p res recording done and processed for like 2 or 3 days. So it takes quite a while. Now I upload it as MKV because what happens is if MP4, if you sit there and this recording stops, it can get garbled, it can get all screwed up. You do it as MKV, on the other hand, it can, if you do it fast enough, like, it allows you to kind of sit there and pick back up and still dump it into the same file. So MKV is more resilient to. So it's a video codec. It's just how they use it. So within OBS, you can say, do it to MP4, do it to MKV, do it to whatever. So I will record streams to MKV in 1440p at like 35,000 bitrate or something like that. Oh yeah, Root's been here. He was the first person here tonight.
Another Nora outside the sacred land. Banishment is a bitter draft.
You're not known to Kikuk's killers. Have any songs been written about you?
Maybe. How about you?
Only laments. We're the enders of songs. Machine spirit or man spark. We stop them all.
Ah, charming.
Warmth is for weakness.
You're special.
I hunt with Kikuk. Speak with him if you must.
You have your rum, good for you. I did not do rum. I did not do a drink tonight. Usually it's a,
I am Relentless Shivan. I guard the High Priest.
From what?
Whatever troubles him. So don't.
Okay.
I am Merciful Eustace, Shield of Bahavas.
Merciful.
My enemies die fast.
Okay.
More mercenaries? What sort of person sells their loyalty?
I do.
They call me Savage Tarav, protector of Lucent Bahavas.
Protector or enforcer?
Depends on where the shadow falls. Now on your way.
Hey.
The balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
Oh, shit on me, really? I can sit there and jump from mountains.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring
The
from
balustrade.
on high.
It's a short drop from there.
They want us to see this, boy. It makes quite an impression.
Yeah.
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
No, down, 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 down.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
In we go.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Pay attention.
Oh,
It's about to get real.
scan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobeck here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated. Too bad now,
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Well, she does have admin access.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
So this is the point where you start learning what the hell Zero Dawn is. So, if spoilers beware, all I'm gonna say, because this is where you learn
Please
stuff.
take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
Now, again, we're using that focus and we're using that to kind of look around the world. And that's what allows us to see and interact with some of this stuff.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
Okay, so one of the other things, just as an FYI, we did some math. So there was a point where they said that you are some like 100,000 some odd days or whatever late. So the game, when stuff kind of goes bad in the world is around 2064. We are roughly 970 years past that.
holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Pay attention.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret super-weapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a super-weapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. Here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day, the day that life on Earth ceases to exist, is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
Now you know.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
So, the Pharaoh Plague that he's talking about. Pharaoh Robotics came up with a bunch of military robots, and what they were able to do was a couple things. One, they could self-replicate, and they could heal themselves. So self-replication, that's not good. They also, in emergency situations, consume biomass, anything living, for fuel. That's two things. Then there was the glitch. Like he said, there was a glitch that they found. They became unhackable, and also they can hack other robots. So you couldn't sit there and throw robots at them. They could take over the robots that we sent. So it's like, yeah, not good. Hades, you learn about. So Hades is you will learn about what Hades actually is.
Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? A tomb?
Spoilers are over for now. For now. Now it's combat stuff.
Got you!
We're too close to let tribal primitives stop us now. The data points, what do they contain?
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since '57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Hera said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate.
All right, Linux. Have a good evening, sir. We're not going to do a ton more tonight.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said, not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
It's entirely possible.
It is accurate, yes.
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people. They feed off them?
Not just people. All organic matter.
Every living thing dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
Yeah,
in a word,
pretty much.
Yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here?
No, Doctor.
Please, tell him Tom Pike wants a word. Now, get off!
Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, there was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malkeet was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty, too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place? You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
Okay.
You previously worked for Faro Automated Systems.
Of course he did.
On the Chariot Line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Hmm.
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
Pretty much.
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
We'll find out. Now, Samara, just as I said, keep in mind that there's going to come points where we're going to walk through doors and...
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Okay, possible. Okay, here's another spoiler alert.
Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system
80s.
is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
Holy shit.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life, for us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out of the BTR cabals. That's better than rapid innovation. But better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be atonement.
Too bad Linux just left, because I just picked up a special item, stranded shackles. So like I said at the beginning of this is all the same engine as Death Stranding. So there are pieces in the game about that tie directly to Death Stranding. So this is the Cupid they're talking about. This mysterious item is valuable only to the most curious merchants. 6 tarnished metal ingots threaded with a plain wire. That's his necklace. Smooth shackles, stranded shackles. The bracelets that he wears.
Intruder! Get her!
Who? Me?
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Bleed before
You guys die now. Uh-huh. Fire sucks, doesn't it?
My turn.
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did ya?
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Another route?
I've done this
Dr.
before.
Sauvé?
Just need my focus.
Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair. Not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion.
Maybe there's a storage area
This
nearby.
opportunity, I must do this. Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Two down right. Left, up. Oh, left.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
Okay, I got that one. Got that one. Okay, we can go out through this door.
Found one. Looks intact.
One. Is that all we need? Plug it in, plug it in.
That should do the trick.
Okay, now she said that it was
Let's get that
upside
door
down.
open.
This has got to go down. Left. Up. Right, down.
That did it.
Perfect.
Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Out. On it. 12:30. We're not going to go for too much longer. We're going to go as long as until we can get out of here, hopefully.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Get ready for the shadow.
You guys suck. I'm better than you.
The sun can't save you now.
Sure about that? I do believe I just sat there and headshot on all of you.
Or not.
Oh shit.
Elevators non-operational. Stairwells have collapsed.
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
Working on it. Working on it. Fill your hits there, buddy.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical at places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
Do this already?
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple.
Except we already did this.
So, you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century...
Never mind. We heard it. We out. That's Poseidon, which is locked. This is...
Structural failure prevents access.
And now it's locked. Okay, well, I guess we don't have a choice now. That was quite the move there. Alright. Nope. Can't get out through the glass, okay.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
What do you think we're doing?
More Eclipse.
Careful now.
I'm not worried. Sit there, we're gonna drop in and we're gonna kill them all.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come.
Explains
And
it.
last, but not least,
The development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Okay. Definitely quite the, and quite the goal here.
Push hard! Shadow demands sacrifice!
That's the last of them. Alone once more.
That's it? Easy
What
enough.
should have been a cave of wonders. Look around. See if anything is left.
Pick up all the loot. Here. Oh.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Welcome to Hades, Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol, the ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine your Gaia 200 years from now and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. Spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do. Which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
I am keeping searching.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world.
I know, right?
So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
Like, they really put some thought into this. Like, really, they did. And if you can imagine, people sit there and they're like, yeah, the story's kind of so-so, the story's kind of meh, I don't really get into it. I'm like, unfortunately, because they're not immediately spoon-fed, this is the world and this is why you're here, and you actually have to go through and discover it, like, that's the point. That's the journey that I think people miss out on. Everybody wants instant gratification. A little bit. It can be.
Are these what I think they are?
Artificial wombs. Machines to spawn a new generation of human beings.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Convenient how all of the stuff that allows you to sit there and climb around in the world is yellow.
Definitely awake now.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
Yeah, once you get deeper into it, you definitely get that holy crap, this is deep kind of a thing.
Looks like it
Us
used to
would
hold
benefit
something.
from antilopenate morphologies, though Cambric forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good. You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
No.
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if...
Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit.
Oh, it got that
There are
bad.
billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
Get back. Yeah, no pressure. Really? Did not know that.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
RB shot. Oh, good.
Oh, no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Ruh-roh.
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Run. Run. Not good. Definitely not good.
Still alive. Good.
This guy.
I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Ow.
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
Can we just light one of those damn things on and just see what happens?
See that scar on your cheek? You didn't get to finish.
Yes, I remember. He fought well.
970 years later.
Savage.
His name was Rost, and he was a better man than you could ever hope to be.
The better man is the one who doesn't end up with his guts steaming on the ground.
Wow.
No. It wasn't him. I could have finished you before he attacked. But I didn't. This failing troubled my thoughts, haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
You're an idiot. A dangerous idiot, but an idiot. All this talk of destiny and fate. I'm sure Hades speaks the same language, doesn't he? You're being played for a fool. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then go to the cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land.
Uh-oh.
I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus, such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile. So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
I don't like this guy. This is the dude that sat there and said, screw it, I'm not sleeping next to my wife on our wedding night.
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day
soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold! Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes?
That's not good.
Could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Chiron ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the radiance in the eyes of the sun, but it is mightier still in beauty and power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die. Let her be the first of thousands!
Uh-oh. We're in trouble.
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. My weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this ring. Maybe I could use its strength against it. That makes the most. That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down. That did it. One more pillar and that platform will come down. And my weapon's left. It's down.
Oh, come on. There's no way she had that kind of time.
Hey! Guess who got her weapons back? Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it! That canister on its belly. Looks important. Those components on the sides of its head. They've got something to do with its lift attacks.
Move! Get out of the way.
Running low on ammunition. Freeze canister on its head. Cryo arrow should set it off.
Hold on. Now what?
Silence!
Oh, these things.
Kill her! Kill her!
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself!
Hello, Silence.
Silence.
Oh, he brought Ravagers. These bitches. Hell yeah.
So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
How did you find me?
How did you track my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Really,
I know.
boy? It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the sun ring at high noon. I wore out 2 striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
Not done with you yet. You can override machines like me?
Since when can you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corruptor to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through your focus. Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans. Though, of course, far more advanced.
Great. You're welcome, I guess.
And then why did Helis recognize you?
Helis recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse. Not that you knew the man who killed my... who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Right.
We've got to be able to help Lenora.
I'll be on my way.
Excuse me.
To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora Sacred Land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not gonna tell me.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Karja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
You think of everything, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
One of us has to. Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel.
We stepped into a war with the Cabal.
I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who.
Yeah!
Okay. Let's just go to... Oh, wait a minute. We're right here. Perfect. This is perfect. We're gonna save. Manually save. And we're gonna quit. That is it for tonight. We're actually way later than I wanted to be tonight.